Today
What did you put in that honey?
You pull him back. Why does it look romantic?
on FJPlayz.
I followed the crowd that was gathering around the skate park, and when I got to the front, I saw a small boy that
Oh, small boy?
looked exactly like my daughter Michaela. I looked closer and saw she was wearing a black wig, and the paper number taped to her chest read.
Hold on. But why is it that when the girl turns to the other side, the head becomes blue, and when it turns to the other side, the hair becomes black?
The banner over the half pipe read, "Boys Skating Competition, 14 and under." I gasped
Under. That means you go under the chain, no?
because she was disguised as a boy, and every part of me wanted to drag her off before the other boys found out and destroyed her. But when I lunged forward, someone in the crowd held me back, and I was forced to stand back and watch. The first boy
No way. You didn't watch the game?
dropped in and slammed into the concrete, peeling himself up with bloody elbows. The boy ahead of her bailed, helmet skittering across the concrete, and I pictured hers going the same way. Two dads beside me were running their mouths. A girl couldn't last one run on this. One laughed, and the other called it a fact. I clenched my fist.
No way. This is gonna be crazy.
Michaela was rubbing her hands together, and part of me started hoping she'd win just to shut them up. The speaker crackled. Next
Like just did. Everything just exploded.
up, Michael. She pulled her hood down, tightened the strap, and rolled to the edge. She dropped in. She hit the first ramp so high the crowd gasped, flipped the board, and landed it. Trick after trick, higher than any boy that went before her, and the park lost it. They all clapped and chanted,
No. You would have stopped the destiny of the without her knowing, bro.
Michael, Michael, Michael. One of the dads from earlier chuckled. That's how a real boy should be. But as the boys hauled her onto their shoulders, her helmet caught on someone's hands, and suddenly the wig got torn off. Her black hair spilled out, and the boys went still as they realized they'd been cheering for a girl the entire time. Michaela raised the wig over her head like a trophy and walked over to the banner as the entire crowd stared at her in shock. She pulled a red marker from her hood
Bro, that is actually insane.
to write "and girls" above the sign. This time I screamed her name, her real one.
Now, what was her real name, babe?
My teacher fed me pineapple, which I'm allergic to, so I brought
Then you brought your...
my own treats to class as revenge. I've had a pineapple allergy my whole life, and I've nearly unalived from it so many times I can't even watch SpongeBob anymore without getting anxious. So when Mrs.
No way. That means...
Wallace walked into chemistry class with a huge pan of pineapple upside-down cake, everyone groaned because her baking was terrible. She said, "I stayed up all night making this for you ungrateful kids." Lucky for me,
No, I don't need it. Keep it for yourself, though.
the perfect excuse. I politely told her that I was deathly allergic to pineapple, but it looked amazing, and everyone else would love it. Mrs. Wallace's face turned red, and she said, "I don't think so, young lady. Sit down and try it."
No way. I was not eating it, by the way.
I literally can't eat pineapple. I don't even have my EpiPen today because I didn't know there would be pineapple at school. You're lying. Nobody's allergic to pineapple. It's not even native to where white people live. That's exactly why I'm allergic to it. The whole class was
No way. This is actually crazy.
silent. Everyone knew about my allergy because I'd had reactions at school before from
Except your teacher.
someone's tropical fruit salad, and even from touching a desk where someone had spilled pineapple juice. Mrs. Wallace walked over to my desk and put a huge piece of cake in
Why she's the person, the center of attack, though?
front of me. The pineapple chunks were oozing juice all over the chocolate cake part, which looked
And no, looking at it, so black and...
burnt. Either you eat this cake or I drop everyone's grade a full letter. Everyone stared at me. Kayla mouthed, "Don't do it." But Tom
Just because of you, everyone's grade is gonna go down because you didn't eat the pineapple. Just swallow it.
he looked panicked because he was already at a C- and couldn't go back to summer school. I looked at that disgusting cake and thought about my mom. She couldn't
Wait, the classmates even wanted the grades to go down?
afford another hospital bill. We were still paying off the last one from when I accidentally drank someone's pina colada at the mall thinking it was lemonade, but the whole class was counting
Bro, you go around with drinking someone's stuff?
on me. I took the smallest bite possible. The cake was somehow both burnt and raw in the middle, and the pineapple was so sour
Ah, look at the turn.
my eyes watered. But that wasn't the worst part. Within 30 seconds, my tongue started tingling. Then my throat felt tight like someone was squeezing it. My lips were swelling up.
Have you ever tasted something that makes your mouth start itching so badly that you don't know what to stop it?
And I could feel hives spreading across my neck. "I need help," I whispered, but it came out weird because my tongue was swollen. The last thing I remember was
Look at her face, even swollen. And also,
screaming and Mrs. Wallace saying she's faking before everything went black. I woke up in the hospital
bro, I never wait. Just
with tubes in my arm and my mom crying next to my bed.
wait. Why am I so obsessed with explosion?
The room was full of get well cards from everyone in chemistry class, but nothing from Mrs. Wallace. The doctor said I was lucky Kayla's mom was a nurse and had taught her
I think that's the reason.
to recognize anaphylaxis. Since I got a second chance at life, I got an idea. I spent the next 2 days at home recovering and making special honey jars for everyone in class.
Preparing your own concussion.
Each jar had a cute label that said, "That was a sticky situation. Thanks for the get well card," with little bee drawings. I made 23 small jars for the students and one
Whoa, that was a sticky situation also.
special larger jar for Mrs. Wallace. When I walked back into chemistry, everyone started clapping. I handed out the honey jar
for Mr. Wallace.
And everyone loved them. Mrs. Wallace was at her desk, grading papers and pretending I didn't exist. Mrs. Wallace, I brought you honey too, I said sweetly. She looked
How do you actually put something there?
up suspicious, but I could tell she didn't want to look mean in front of everyone again. That's
No way. This is gonna be the best revenge I've ever seen though.
very thoughtful, Taylor, she said in this fake voice. She was drinking her usual morning tea, so I walked over and squeezed a huge glob of honey into her mug. She stirred it and took a big sip. I went back to my seat and whispered to Kayla, watch this. About 5 minutes into class,
No way. What this? And they never believe me that.
Mrs. Wallace's face got red. She started shifting in her seat. Then she let out the loudest fart I've ever heard in my life.
Please, I would have asked what to put there.
The class went silent. Then someone started giggling. Her face was sweating now, and she was grabbing her stomach. She stood up to run to the door, but that's when it happened. Brown liquid started running
Oh.
down her leg onto the floor. The smell hit everyone at once, and people
No, don't tell me that she actually fell.
started gagging. What did you put in that honey? She screamed at me. She tried to run, but slipped in her own mess and had to crawl out of
No way. This is epic.
the classroom toward the bathroom, leaving a trail behind her. Kayla pulled me aside and whispered, what did you put in that honey? It's freshly made
That was the question I was waiting for.
ghost pepper infused honey.
That's the best revenge I've ever seen though.
My dad gripped my wrist and dragged me into the jujitsu gym for the
And then you pull him back.
7th time this week. But when he tried to show me a flip, I crossed my arms and just sat down. I'm not doing it. This
No, I can do this also.
is useless. In response, he flipped me on my back and pinned my shoulders to the ground. You never know when you're
No way. Why does it look romantic?
gonna need it. Now practice your bridge and roll. I stayed on the ground, my jaw clenched with anger because this was stupid. I started thrashing wildly,
No way. That's not how to hold somebody.
not doing the move at all, and screaming, I hate you, Dad. Get off me right now. His face went pale, and he immediately got up. I stormed out while the whole gym watched and threw the guy he'd bought me in the
Wow, I love the way she actually walked.
bin. That night, Dad came into my room and set his black belt on my bed. I'm not saying you need to be like me, but it would be good to. Shut up, Dad. I don't care about your stupid jujitsu. I interrupted him and
You tell me you got shut up? Oh, come to Africa.
threw his belt at him. He looked at it in his hands, then suddenly went quiet. I didn't even care as his lip quivered and he turned around, but then he suddenly groaned. Dad, are you okay? He was clutching his chest and wheezing, and his legs gave out as he fell backwards. He crash-landed with
No way. And you're under.
full weight on top of me, and the air instantly left my lungs. I gasped because his left arm had started going purple, and I realized he was having a heart attack. I tried to reach my phone, but he weighed 200 pounds and was suffocating me. I began panicking
Oh, so you cannot even lift him up?
and losing air as his shoulder was jammed into my throat. I tried hammering my fists into
Don't tell me this is actually prank.
his back but couldn't get him off, and I thought we were both going to die. That's when I remembered the bridge and
They use your hand and your legs and push him up.
roll he'd taught me. I trapped his arm and blocked his foot with my ankle to gain leverage and pushed my hips up just like he'd said. Dad flew up and I immediately twisted my body, rolling with him. I gasped for air as I had gotten out, but Dad was still foaming out the mouth, so I grabbed my phone and called the ambulance. At the hospital, Dad slowly
5 minutes later.
opened his eyes, and I immediately clutched his hand. He teared up. You saved me, but I shook my head. No, Dad, you saved us both by making me learn jujitsu. We hugged.